And because of this, Polish people have opened their arms, their houses, they're giving everything they can. We know that there's a lot of people struggling in this beautiful country.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, I am very excited having you guys tuned into this channel. Today I have a special guest here with me,
Prince.
Now today me and Prince are going to be diving into more of Poland content. As we did our last update, we had so many requests talking about how Poland did this, how Poland did that.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be diving more deeper into the 5 moments in history when Poland changed the world. Stick around with us as we explore this video together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this YouTube channel. Also, feel free to use our Buy Me Coffee link to make priority requests on the next video you'll be liking to see on our YouTube channel. Without wasting your time, let's see.
Boom! Cześć ludzie! What's up, people? Hola, Vigos Dad here. Welcome to another episode. We're living difficult times, and it seems as if human beings just don't learn from our own mistakes, and history repeats itself. With that, bad things in history will happen over and over again, but also good things. Today I want to tell you 5 times in history.
There's a geology theory that says the key to the future is the past. Like, you look at the past, what happened, then you know what's going to happen, like the sequence. And he's saying, like, it should repeat itself over and over again. We don't learn. And it's true. Like, my country will stop teaching history. Like, how are we going to move into the future?
Do you know, I just realized that we don't teach history enough in our country. They only make it a subject in
or a certain part.
For a certain part. But coming up, you know, I see so many countries out there, while growing up, they start teaching their kids history.
History is like a good subject.
Yeah, you let them know their background. I don't think I even know much of my background.
Nah.
Don't ask me.
When Poland changed the world. And this is the first of those moments in history where Poland is changing the world. The war in Ukraine and the Polish support for the Ukrainian refugees. To quote the mayor of Medyka, Marek Iwasieczko, which is one of the primary crossing points for the refugees, he said, "These people have lost everything, and we need to help them, even if that means that we're going to have to learn to live with less." If that doesn't tell you what you need to know about the mentality of Polish people during this crisis, then I don't even know what to tell you. Did you know that ever since the Russian invasion started, more people have fled into Poland than the whole amount of refugees that came to Europe during the 2015 refugee crisis? And what is incredible is the fact that this is the first time where the host country hasn't had the need to build refugee camps. There are no refugee camps in Poland. The last few days I found something on social media that touched me. And don't quote me on this, but it's something to the degree that Polish people are helping Ukrainians because they know what it feels like to be there. They've been in those shoes. Do you know what that means? There are people alive today that their own grandparents have gone exactly through what the Ukrainians are going through. And because of this, Polish people have opened their arms, their houses, they're giving everything they can. We know that there's a lot of people struggling in this beautiful country. It's not easy. Times are really difficult, and they're going to get even harder. Don't you think they know that? They know that. Still, that doesn't prevent them from doing anything they can do to help a fellow Ukrainian, a neighbor, a brother Slav. And I believe wholeheartedly that this moment in time is going to go to the history books. We are living it. We are breathing history in the making. And one more time where Poland changed the world. Before World War II, there were around 3 million Jewish people living in Poland. That's around 10% of the population at the time. Poland was the center of the European Jewish world. On September 1st of 1939, Germany decided to invade Poland, and with that, the beginning of World War II exploded. The Nazi plan for Polish Jews was one of concentration, isolation, and eventual total annihilation during the Holocaust. Yet, the response of the Polish majority to the Jewish Holocaust covered an extremely wide spectrum, often ranging from acts of altruism at the risk of endangering their own lives and that of their families, through compassion to positivity, indifference, blackmail, and denunciation. An average Jew that survived in occupied Poland depended on many acts of acceptance and tolerance. Nearly every Jew that was rescued because of the cooperative efforts of a dozen people or more. There was an article published in the Journal of Genocide Research where Hans Firth estimated that around 1,200,000 Poles were involved in rescuing Jews. Poles were by nationality the most numerous persons to rescue Jews during the Holocaust. To date, 7,000 ethnic Poles have been recognized by the State of Israel as races among the nations, more by far than the citizens of any other country. The rescue efforts were aided by one of the largest resistance movements in Europe, the Polish underground state. I've talked about this on one of my other videos. I'm going to put a link here for you to find it. Of the 3 million Poles that lost their lives during World War II, thousands were killed by Germans for helping Jews. Did you know that in 1802, Napoleon dispatched a legion of around 5,000 Polish men to join the French forces in Saint-Domingue to help suppress the Haitian slave rebellion? The Poles were hoping to receive French support in restoring Poland's independence from its oppressors, Prussia, Russia, Austria, who divided the country in the late 18th century. These men were told that there was a revolt of prisoners in Saint-Domingue. But when they got there and they started being thrown into battle, they soon realized that the French were trying to stop a revolution of African slaves that they were trying to break free from their white masters. Very soon after, the Polish soldiers started admiring their opponents and actually turned on the French army and joined the rebelling Africans. Some of the Polish soldiers who remained on the French side still did not follow the orders properly and refused to murder the captured soldiers. After Haiti gained its independence, Dessalines recognized the Poles and spared them when he ordered the massacre of most French whites. He granted the Poles classification as noir, or black, who constituted the new ruling class, and granted them full...
Surprised that they go out of their
Another moment
just to save a life.
when Poland changed the world was on the 14th of August of 1980, when a movement was founded named Solidarity, or in Polish, Solidarność. Solidarność was a Polish non-governmental trade union founded by Lech Wałęsa and others. In the early 80s, it became the first independent labor union in a Soviet bloc country. Solidarność gave rise to a broad, non-violent, anti-communistic social movement that at its height claimed around 9 million members. It is considered to have contributed greatly to the fall of communism. Between 1952 and 1989, Poland was ruled by a communistic government established after the Red Army's takeover of Polish territory from German occupation in World War II. The People's Republic of Poland tried to destroy the Union by instituting martial law in 1981, followed by several years of political repression, but in the end it was forced to negotiate. The round-table talks between the Communist Party and the Solidarity-led opposition resulted in semi-free elections in 1989. And by the end of August of the same year, 1989, a Solidarity-led coalition government had begun, and Wałęsa was elected president in December of 1990. This was a historic moment for the world because soon after, this was followed by the dismantling of the communistic governmental system and by Poland's transformation into a modern democratic state, and was an unprecedented event, not only for the People's Republic of Poland, a satellite of the Soviet Union, but for the whole Eastern Bloc. Solidarności's example led to the spread of anti-communistic ideas throughout the Eastern Bloc, weakening communist governments, this process later culminating in the revolutions of 1989.
That was a big movement.
Have you heard about the Polish pilots in the Battle of Britain? Let me tell you about it. In June of 1940, during the darkest hours of World War II, France had fallen, bringing around 30,000 Polish military personnel across the Channel, including 8,500 Polish pilots. Having fought the Germans unsuccessfully in Poland and France, Winston Churchill declared the Polish Prime Minister in exile, "We shall conquer together, or we shall die together." And they both agreed to establish two Polish fighting wings, the 302 Poznan Squadron and the 303 Kościuszko Squadron. Despite the Polish pilots' extensive combat experience, the British, just as the French, decided to believe the German propaganda that the Polish Air Force had fallen so quickly because of the ineptitude of its pilots. The language gap gave the Royal Air Force even more skepticism about the newcomers, and they made it a priority to teach them the British tactics. And if you know Polish people, you know that they probably didn't take this too well. The 303 Squadron was carrying out some training maneuvers when the flying officer Ludwik Paszkiewicz spotted a large formation of German bombers and fighters. Paszkiewicz broke formation and charted at a Messerschmitt ME-110, and between him and another Hurricane pilot, brought down the plane. In just 42 days, the 303 Squadron brought down 126 German planes, becoming the most successful fighting squadron in the Battle of Britain. Overall, the squadron scored nearly 3 times the number of kills of the average British fighter squadron, with 1/3 the casualty rate. During some of the most desperate points in the battle, the Royal Air Force only had around 350 pilots to scrabble, of which 100 were Poles. Boom! That's all, guys. That's the end of the episode. I hope you liked it. If you guys know any more historical events where Poland changed the world, please write down below. I would love to do a part 2 of this video. Once again, subscribe if you like the content, and see you next week. Pozdrawiam.
Let me follow him and reciprocate the language. What does that mean? That Pozdrawiam? Did I say it well?
I think that's bye. It should be a greeting.
Yeah,
or
like,
bye,
yeah.
or stay safe, something like that.
I like the way it sounds. Pozdrawiam.
Actually, Poland have done a great number of kindness to human history. Like the part of the slave, the Jewish part. I think that was one of the reasons that made the Germans hated Polish citizens more, because like they helped the Jews. I don't even know, because I know Germans Hitler had a special hatred towards the Jews, and seeing the Polish people coming to aid them, like to help them, might have triggered a certain kind of anger towards them.
I don't really know why Hitler did what he did, but one thing I can actually dispute from this whole fact is this, right? From our reaction of IPNtv, I realized so many things, that Poland is a very strong nation.
Yeah, they're strong.
The reason why I said that is, after facing the opposition they did, going through all the channels of war that they have went through. Yeah. You see, I'm this kind of person.
Germany is a bigger country.
I'm this kind of person. If I go through that kind of a thing, bro, I'm closing my doors.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing like help from me. But the fact that they keep on putting themselves out there,
like it's not about closing the door. The fear of being in such situation again will
just make me shut off.
Search all your doors, like
they open their doors for refugees.
Like, do you see that? This recent, like we won't talk about history. Let's move back to the present. Them like taking a lot of Ukrainian refugees.
That's huge.
That's huge. Obviously, Russia will give them a side eye. Like, okay,
no, I'm not even talking about.
In fact, they're not like looking at any consequence, but just like to help human life. That's a lot. That's a lot.
They are not just helping human life. That's what you're not getting, right? Helping human life means that they open a refugee camp, tell them to be in that camp. These guys took them inside their home. That's come on.
a whole different level.
That's not just help. That's selflessness. They're selfless.
Bills.
Yeah.
The feeding bill, water bill, light bill.
They know what they know.
That is a lot, though.
Somebody mentioned in my comment that the Poland were displaced for 123 years.
What?
Honestly, when I saw that comment, I was like, and then saying this, when the guy said here that they understand what it feels like to be taken away from your home. So truly, they understand. They didn't just make these people feel unwanted. They made them feel at home. That is the pure definition of making someone feel at home.
Yeah.
They open their home, man. God, Poland. Honestly speaking, if there is nothing else, I'm not even talking about the wars. You guys help the blacks to fight. No, that is not where I'm coming from. That single act of humanity changes a lot. You guys, in my own view, you guys are saviors. Let me use that word. Yes.
Saviors, help us.
Like, come on. I thought I've seen the humanity at its best, but seeing this, hearing about this right now makes me to know that all the things I've been hearing about, seeing about, are just tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You guys just hit the top.
Jackpot.
Like, you guys hit the top. Do you know what it means welcoming in a stranger in your home?
Someone you don't even know.
Like, you don't understand. Like, opening your door, bro, enter. You don't know this person from Adam.
That's a lot, because even like your own countryman, you just can't allow a stranger to your home. It's a lot. So say someone from a different place.
Let's be frank. Will you?
I won't like. I won't. That's how I'm like saying that that's a lot for them to take in.
Honestly, you guys just you gave a whole new definition to humanity for me.
Yeah.
You gave a whole new definition to that, and I'm so proud and I'm so happy for you guys that you guys among every of this thing you did not lose your humanity, because that is the most important thing about it all. Not losing your humanity regardless of what you're fighting.
You know another fun part about what they did.
What was that?
It wasn't like all over the internet.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know about it.
It wasn't like for clouds, like
okay,
we are doing
we
this,
want to show, yeah.
Like, even for this video, I didn't even know about it.
I don't know about it.
I was even wondering like, because I heard that the women and children of Ukraine, they were being taken to a refugee camp somewhere. But like, I did like pay details like to where, like which country,
which location.
But like saying that it's Poland and then like the way they accepted them is mind blowing, because this wasn't placed everywhere. They said like, oh, we are helping these people. Like, it wasn't like that. This is like a silent treatment. You know, when you want to help somebody, like genuinely want to help somebody, you will like
you don't shout it.
You don't shout it. Like, you don't tell people like, oh, I did this for this sort of person. I did it like, if not for me.
That's cloud chasing.
That's cloud chasing. You're helping the person to show other like, oh, this is what I'm doing, like to get to a status.
Yeah, you're helping to show your status.
Yeah,
to show that I have like, this. Okay, I can do this.
We came to the end of the person like but like they just did it like it's like it's a secret. Though it's not a secret, like but like they did like publicize everywhere, like oh, like BBC News, like people like back to back, because I didn't even get to see that.
The reason why I said it's a secret is this, right? It was not really out there on the air, because I believe that if it was actually out there on the air, like you said, some people will be looking at them with one-sided eye.
Yes.
Like, why are you guys helping these people? But they did this totally out of the goodness of their heart. I give a big shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are selfless, and you guys are wonderful.
Let's give the example of shout out the guy
that big shout out.
Like, the way he did the intro,
like, boom. So big shout out to you. These details you gave us are really amazing. You are an amazing person. Poland, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys.
Every Poland citizen that have a refugee in their house, like I'm giving
big shout out to you guys. Come on, you guys did
like,
very
if you
huge
come
thing.
across this video, like a big shout out to you guys. Like you're going through a lot, like you're doing a lot.
Humanity thanks you. Humanity thanks you. I thank you. You know, the whole of me and my YouTube family says thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. And thank you all for sticking around to this part of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this YouTube channel. Also, feel free to use our Buy Me Coffee link to make priority requests on the next video you want to see on our channel, or is it also your way of supporting the channel? And also, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you once again to the people of Poland. You guys are amazing. See you on my next update. Don't forget to also show kindness to your fellow humans. See you on my next update. For now, remain blessed and